All right. Hey, Bill. Love from Morocco. Bill, before I start, I just want to let you know that my sister and I attended your show in London last week. You did a great job, blah, 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 blah. You had the whole crowd and blah, 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 blah. But enough with the ass kicking. Okay, here's a little conspiracy theory for you. At the end of the show, we had a little argument about your ghost segment. Yeah, I don't believe in ghosts. He said, which was fucking hilarious to go through a place that doesn't believe that you go anywhere when you die. You know, when I was going through Scandinavia and the Nordic countries, because I'd be like, usually when I say there's no ghosts, I don't believe in ghosts, there's someone in the crowd that's like, oh, no, you know, I believe in ghosts. Yeah, absolutely. And they were just sitting there in those other countries just like, yeah, why the fuck would you believe in ghosts? That's stupid. So then he goes, remember when your bottle fell off the stool and the water spilled on stage? Yeah, I did this whole segment about how I don't believe in ghosts. And I remember when I went to set down my water bottle, for some reason the cushion on the seat, it was sort of doing like the Leaning Tower of Pisa thing. So anyways, I finished the ghost bit, and I was into some other jokes, and all of a sudden it looks like the bottle tipped over by itself. One of those great stand-up moments where you can't plan it. It tipped over itself, and then and I didn't realize that the crowd is reacting, and it was like a full bottle, so it's just pouring out. Got all over the stage and everything, and then of course I riffed that it was actually a ghost, and that it's trying to electrocute me and all that type of shit, and it worked great. But anyways, he said, my sister thinks that was part of your act, the ghost thing, and there was no way you could be that good at improv. I bet her 50 pounds that it wasn't planned. Either way, it was beautifully done. Do you mind settling this for us? Yeah, no, it was not planned. Do you realize how cheesy that would be if you planned that? And also, not to kill the whole improv thing, it's really not that difficult to come up with some funny shit when water spills by itself after you just did a ghost thing. It isn't, you know, and you don't realize how many times, I mean, you fucking improv. Everybody's improving. When you walk and you're having a conversation, you're totally in the moment with somebody, and you're without realizing it, because you understand language, you're listening and translating, and you're also, which is reminding you some other shit that you're thinking about that adds to where the conversation goes. What it is, so everybody can do that. It's just when you get on stage, you're going on stage, starting your career, and you're dealing with stage fright and forcing yourself to do this thing that scares the shit out of you, which causes you to think, which shuts down all of your improv abilities. But over the years, as you do it, you get more and more comfortable, and you become as comfortable on stage as you are off stage. And then once again, you tap back into that power of improving that everyone in the crowd is already doing. But it's just not defined as it. So that's basically what it is. So no, that was not planned. I actually had another great one that I was doing, another great moment, I should say. I sound like I'm patting myself in the back. I had another great moment of improv when I took the mic stand and pretended it was a skinny woman and just yelled, eat something for an hour. No. I was in Iceland. When I walked on stage, they had a fucking giant Christmas tree just to the right of the stage, all lit up, looking beautifully. But I went into this stupid thing where I was acting like it was stealing focus, and I was being a diva, and I refused to tell any more jokes until somebody fucking, one of you Reykjavik sons of bitches comes up here and takes this goddamn tree down. And I went on this whole long thing, and it just happened right at the beginning of the show. I just saw it, and I don't know. I just fucking started talking about it, and it killed, and they loved it. And then later on in the act, I apologized to the tree, like it was, you know, like I was in some abusive relationship with it. Like, hey, you know, I'm sorry about what I said earlier. You know how I feel about you, and blah, blah, blah. And just kind of went on this thing. Like, that's the most fun thing as a comedian, was when you get comfortable enough to do that shit, because I'm not going to lie to you, you get sick of telling your jokes. But anyways, he finishes off. He says, also, I've been introducing you to my Moroccan friends over the years. And as soon as I can get 10,000 people to like you, I'll email you so that you can come visit. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. Well, you know what? Send a fucking email to billburrmerch@gmail.com, and Andrew will hopefully get back to me. Maybe I could figure out some fucking. I'll send you some promotional package or some shit. I'll send some of my wares over there, and the only thing you got to do is hand them out to your friends. Okay, that's it. All right. Where the fuck am I? Oh, there's the ending. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. All right, you go fuck yourself too.